Alright, going first, got the 1-card combo circular. We can't really ash check or maxi check, but we do have the call by plus a maxi of our own. That's GG's. Plus a full loss, which is maxi clone. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, going first again. Same thing. Circular, 1-card combo. You see this, you have no way to stop it. Rage quit. Right? We got the extender. We got Droll. Droll is super meta right now. We got the anti-maxi, so we got nothing to fear. But we should do an ash check, right? Because we can rotate. I'm going to show you what I mean by that, right? We have no way to check ash, maxi, nothing, no spell cards. So we low-key have to do this. This is like stage 2 dueling, right? See, he doesn't have his effects off. You want to have your effects off. You want to bait. You want to use psychology. Like, that's Master Duel. Like, see, baited the ash, negated it, because let's be honest, right? Let's say you're like, okay, I wasted my ash, but a small world can bridge into anything if you know how to play it, right? So if I did something that wasn't ashable and it was his go, like right now, right? You can't ash this, but you can maxi this, right? Which he doesn't have, right? You don't have maxi. But on a normal circumstance, you know, you check something like that, small world can bridge into getting an ash, right? Could bridge a Cyberus monster, go into effect failure, bridge into ash, and then your maxi would pretty much be dead. And surprisingly enough, people watch you. They watch you small world all the time, and they don't max E, right? And then they watch you grab ash, and you kind of look stupid after that, right? Like, am I really playing this guy that just knew I had max E and he bridged into a ash to protect himself? Then you go into Link Karibo and protect yourself from Imperm, and it's just like your opponent kind of loses all hope after that, right? So we did this already. We didn't normal summon, right? So we get circular, get diameter, reborn from the grave, all type of good stuff. Got the extender, you know, the maxi killer, the Droll meta. It's just it's beautiful, right? And like I said, it's a psychology thing. This game is like chess, right? So people know when they lost, and they pretty much, it's just rage quit time. Like, gets to a point, you're out of here, right? This combo right here, beautiful. I wish this guy just goes to the graveyard, like from getting linked. But I used to think you need a link 3, but you just need something that's 2300, right? But if he just goes to the graveyard and reborns like this, wow, that would be beautiful. But unfortunately, and this is like Mathmech's prime. This is pretty much how you end 1-card comboing, which sucks, because like, what do you go into right here, right? And I usually make Heat Soul, but we do have an extender, so I'm actually gonna go into this play right here. And you can make IP or Little Knight or something like that. Well, you actually can't make Little Knight, but you can make IP, wait for next turn, because you will summon from your trap card, right? And you could use IP and that monster. But I like to go into this guy, because you can also summon the monster right here, and when that activates, or when this activates, which you can do whenever you want to, you'll pretty much have a negate. I almost ended my turn with doing this, which is crazy, but toggle on, right? So the difference is we went first, so we already set up like a bunch of stuff. We got back rows, like our opponent already knows pretty much a bunch of stuff that we can do, right? He's playing Tempai, which is crazy. He could literally play through all my stuff. We don't have Ash. This right here is a really good negate, so this is something you want to negate if you can. But like I said, he literally just watched my whole setup, especially we did this last. So I feel like he kind of has something like, you gotta remember Tempai is a going second deck, right? Which is super easy for them to break your board. So he probably has triple tax, probably has evenly matched, probably has something gay, which I can't really stop. So I'm probably just let him have that. What's hilarious is I've been meaning to see how this deck plays against Tempai, because Tempai says all your opponent's effects are negated in the battle phase, which is crazy. And by the way, I think Droll just claps him. But Mathmech's boss monster says negate any monster effects activated by your opponent during the battle phase. Right? So who's actually screwed here? So he's gonna get called by either this card or the other one, the white one I think it is. And I'm just gonna try to time my trap card before he special summons his boss monster, and we should be vibing. Triple tax, like I said, yeah, take control. Yeah, so he knows I have this, and that's why I was saving it. He obviously, come on, it's Tempai, right? If you know, you know. What would have worked for him, which would be a mistake by him if he had a call by, right? But it also wouldn't be if he preferred to call by, you know, that. So he got me to use my spell negate, because he could still have evenly or something crazy, right? Like lightning storm, which he would have used already, so never mind. But something like that, right? To where he's like, all right, I give up. I can't make him play through me being able to triple tax. I'm out of here. But I still always think that's the best move. You probably should have played everything first anyways, and just triple tax me at the end, because this monster is kind of OP. So taking it is pretty good, right? I can't really stop this stuff, which is crazy. I could flip my trap, but I think he can quick effect once per turn during the battle phase, right? So we gonna use this before he goes to the battle phase. This is gonna jump off the field. We're gonna call by it. We're gonna send this, send a card from the hand. He's about to set. You can add to your hand or set. So we're gonna let him set first, because when he tries to actually enter the battle phase, we can use the trap. So he did set. We should probably let him flip it so it could count as activating, right? During your main phase, fire dragon monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, right? So we don't want him to flip it. So we're gonna use this, and if he tributes, we're gonna call by, and he can't quick effect because we're not gonna let him get to the battle phase. Now, like I said, he could have a call by, and that's why he made me use. He does not. Alright, we're gonna cook him. And I actually always do this, and remember that I don't need to. I actually don't need to send, because I can actually let him flip, and then this is a perfect time to use. Let me not accidentally, you know. But that's a perfect time to use this guy, which is hard to get a chance to use this guy, right? But when you have something like a field spell, or this is pretty good too. So I should probably negate while I can, but I'm not going to. Send. And he had thrust. He probably should have used the thrust before he used the tactics, and he's out of here. Yeah, I know he did something wrong, because it's Tenpai. You could one card combo something crazy. It's like Mathmech on steroids. We'll definitely be playing that in the stage 2. That'll be our main deck, right? Tenpai go crazy. He should have thrust to bait me, even though I personally don't negate thrust because I let him use the thrust to get tactics, right? Or anything they get that would have came from thrust, I'll just negate that, right? But I'll check for the tactics. But you should still use that first, right? Unless you plan to bait the tactics because you don't care about it and you wanted to thrust that could get you literally any card you actually want. But he already used the Sengen, which is the main card you want, and I didn't negate it. So I don't really know what he would have went for that would have been better. Maybe, I don't know. But he had a plan. Got the 1-card combo circular, got the 1-card combo defensor, got the parallel exceed extender, got the Droll and Lockbird meta. I don't know why this is in my hand, but we're vibing. So, could play, but I'll probably get like Ash or Impermed or something. So I should cook up with this, right? Get him to Ash me, Imperm me, Nibiru me, all that good stuff, whatever he wants to do. Maxi is dead, and didn't account for Cash Terror. GG's in the chat. So all these cards are now dead. Kinda, sorta. We're just gonna link off the Parallel Exceed and make like a Heat Soul call it a day, something like that. Hopefully Droll claps him up. It is Cash Terror. He probably doesn't give a damn about Droll, but you could pray. Perm, Droll, draw 1. We're vibing. And I'm kind of stupid because I made this level 1 for no reason, wasting my resources, forgetting he would get banished. We got the circular for next turn. We got extenders, Lightning Storm, back row, RP and Perm. It's okay though. We got the Droll meta. He's playing Blue Eyes. He's immediately adding, it's not Blue Eyes, it's Exodia. But he has a Blue Eyes heart for some reason. And he just drew a card, yet I was not allowed to draw him for some reason. So I'm kind of screwed off the draw, actually. I lied. But I don't think Exodia is going to kill me. Leaving me on 300 is crazy. He will have double Omni Negate though with 8,000 attack. That card is so OP. Exodia sucks. I think for a card that's Exodia, I think it should be like, you know, unaffected by everything. It sounds absurd, but there's regular cards that do that. So why not Exodia, right? Just cannot be destroyed is so outdated. What about cannot be targeted? Unaffected by card effects, unaffected by effects, right? There's cards that say stuff like that. So for Exodia, you think it would be crazier, but in reality, this card is what's nuts. The Rage literally destroys all cards your opponent controls, and he can flip that whenever he wants to. And let's try to cook through it, make it more interesting anyways, right? Hit the extender, see if he Omni negates that. He did just see me draw a Diameter, so he's gonna wait for that. We don't want to boost his attack for no reason, even though he won't be able to keep that, but still. Surprisingly didn't negate that, and guess what? I wasted my Link Karibo. He would be cooked right now. I have no level 1s I can make, so we have to show him the circular, which sucks because he knows we have Diameter, right? And you could just wait the whole time to flip this trap card, which is crazy because I could have just got the Kaiju, plus I could just Link Karibo it. But a cell is a cell, right? So what we can do is, I'm going to keep the Diameter, I'm going to summon the Sigma, activate the circular, get the spell card, make the triple monster to force the send, and he's gonna negate that. But that's just going to be, I think he's gonna negate with his Exodia. What I should do is get the trap card, because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to play through all of this. If he's smart, he could just be patient, right? When your opponent activates a spell or trap card. So this is not monster effect, so we can't stop this. So I go for the triple, send everything, force him to come out. He destroys me, but everything is still sent, and I didn't normal summon yet. Cooked him. He's gonna wait with his Exodia for that spell card. He just saw me drew, but his Exodia is not gonna get a chance. He's already dead. What he has to do is destroy me now, but he knows I has the diameter, so that's not gonna work. It would be better if I had the diameter on field, because then I will have the Omni negate. But he's cooked. Flipping a trap card now is irrelevant. He doesn't negate me. He only destroys me, which does nothing. And I actually could have kept a monster so we don't get destroyed, but I didn't need to. Destroyed, doesn't matter. Send, send, send. Rage quit. Normal summon diameter, full combo. Get him out of here, coach. And that's why Exodia should be unaffected by everything. Because for a card that's Exodia, that we all know to be literally the god of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, there we have it. Should not be rage quitting when there's simple, regular, default monsters that have that ability. Unaffected by targeting, unaffected by destruction. Granted, my boss monster would still kill you, still wipe you. Doesn't matter, right? That's why stage 2 duelist. But for you to not even be untargetable, that's crazy work. Get him out of here, coach.